Hello, this is Jennifer with Paper and Paws. I'm glad you're here. Today I have two albums that were from the same tutorial by Tiffany with Let's Get Scrappy. These were based on her Rustic Legends tutorial, which I'll have linked in the description box below. The album measures 8.5 by 6.5 with a 1.5-inch spine. And I just wanted to kind of show you how different they are, because also the papers, but just you can use the same tutorial over and over again and get completely different feel from them. So let's start with this one. Now this album I matted like Tiffany, which means there's a lot of paper matting in here, and so she's very, very sturdy. and it looks good, and I really like it, and I get why she does it. I also know that I don't think I have that much patience in general, and I don't think it's going to become a regular thing. It looks so good, but it's just, oh, it's a lot of measuring and a lot of cutting and a lot of making sure everything is centered and whatnot. So if you do that, kudos to you, hats off, because oh, it does look so very nice. I just don't think I can commit that hard. I am pretty committed to inking though. And so I did ink my edges with a green from the Distress Oxide inks, I believe. Oh no, it was an ink I got at Michael's. So whatever their kind of range of inks are. And so here is my cover and the spine and the back. This paper is the Call of the Wild paper by Echo Park. Okay. I really liked the design of this album. I tend to make more vertically oriented albums, and I liked that this one was horizontal and it had a lot of bigger flaps for photos to be able to go in. So we start off on the cover with a pocket, and I just took the cut aparts and made some photo mats here. So you can put some 4x6s or 3x4s. This one's even a 5x7. I took one of the 3x4 cut aparts and made a tag. And so we've got all those goodies tucked right here to get us started. And then there's this cool little thing. So this was a 4x4 cut apart that I trimmed down a little bit. And we have a 4x6 photo mat available there. And then we move into these big flaps. So if you had, you know, something going on where you had some bigger photos, or you wanted to maybe put, you know, a 4x4 and layer them in different ways and just do something really creative with your imagery, I think this could be a really cool album to be able to do that with. And then here, oh, I did that too soon. Pretend I didn't do that. We'll stuff that back in, because that is kind of the piece we want to see on this side, on this page. So this pulls out another photo mat there. And this is a tuck spot. So we can put a photo there if we want to. Or actually more than one, you know. You could make a collage. You could get a bunch of 2x2s and sprinkle them all over. What? Oh my gosh, what if you were camping and you had you and your friends or family at the campfire at night, and you could just sprinkle them all through here? That would be super cool. And this right here is the reason why I wanted to make this album. This is just such a cool mechanism. I had so much fun. All right, everybody watch. This is super cool. You pull it open and you've got the photo shutter. Oh, with this cute fox. I love this fox. Sorry about the glare. Oh my gosh, it's just so darling. I drew some little images with my white gel pen, and inspiration for the whole album right there. Photo mat. Oh, and one thing that I did, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this or not. I like to be able to convey the measurements for the pictures that could fit, but what if somebody doesn't want to have to put it on the white? And so I just tacked this down with a little bit of temporary tape. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think about maybe doing something like that, because sometimes I feel like people would get this and they would say, what what do I do here? And so it might be nice to be able to put a sticky note. You know, they don't look that great, but with maybe some ideas or some direction, because we might be a little bit more inclined to see the vision of what we would do with our photos than a recipient. And so anything we can do to help them out, I think, might be appreciated. On the other page, we have this flap, another tuck spot with my ink, which I like, kind of gives it a little bit of a neon vibe. And this flap here as well. And another pocket page for the goods. And I will walk through the next one a lot more quickly. Okay, and then the back. I liked this little addition that I made with this little square. I did some paper piecing. I was running out. And the little fox again. He's a cute little guy. I always like the little animals. All right, so Rustic Legend, number 1. Rustic Legend number 2. This is the coffee paper from Echo Park. I had it for a very long time. And do you ever get really precious about paper and just think, I don't know what I want to use it for? I love this collection so much. Here's what I learned. I thought I really loved this collection. I don't love this album. I don't know if it's how I put it together, if it's didn't work the way that I envisioned. It's one of those, I loved looking at the sheet from Echo Park and just seeing it. And I think the album is fine, but it's not one of my favorites, and it really surprises me. This front image I cut from a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, backed it on black cardstock and popped it up. And these were just some papers from my stash. This is a super cool gold, it's ribbon, but it doesn't feel like ribbon, but gold leaf ribbon from Michaels. And I have some lace here. And then we're just looking at the same thing, but look how different the vibe is. I took the stickers from the sticker sheet and backed them in fussy cut, put them on some string and made this little banner here. And I put them up on foam stickers to give it some more dimension. And so it's just the same construction, but I think it feels a lot different, right? Just because of the imagery on the paper. I think I made an alteration to Tiffany's tutorial and made this into a pocket instead of just the flap, because I like having a 3x4 kind of surprise here. And there is a magnet as well as these photo mats available. And a little pocket here. A couple of tags, some journaling opportunities there. Nice photo space that can turn. I think it's been a while since I've looked at this one. I did make some alterations to Tiffany's tutorial, but not with the camera lens, because that is super, super cool. Ta-da! We've got a barista having your morning brew so you can get going. If you wanted to put pictures here, you can. I just think it's fun to have this little element, and I'm just so tickled by it. Bear with me. Photo mat, took a 4x6 cut apart and centered it there. Sliding along. This is looking better to me than it was the last time I looked at it, which is nice. So maybe that's a lesson that your projects can grow on you, even if you're not thrilled with them when you first make them. And some photo spots there. And same little pocket again I did on the last one. But I also put an indication there, hey, maybe you want to put a photo. So these are the 2 albums that I made based on Let's Get Scrappy's Rustic Legend tutorial. And thanks for joining me for the walkthrough. Have a great day, everyone. Happy crafting.